Good morning, everyone. My name is Charles Jones, and I am the great-great-great-grandson of Walter Jones, the gentleman that originally owned this farm and started it and built it up and everything. And he, when he got older, passed it down to my grandfather, or my great-great-grandfather, and then my grandfather, and then my father, and so on and so forth. Well, a few years ago, my father decided he wanted to take my mother to South Carolina and retire. And so he did. And what he did is he sold all of the farm back to the county, the Wright County that we live in, Write County. And he moved on down to South Carolina and retired. And what happened is a few years had went by and the farm had gotten in disarray, and a gentleman by the name of Rasnick came in and purchased the farm with the buildings and everything from the Wright County Commissioner's office for back taxes. And he had it flourishing, and he built it up, and he built it up, and he was making money and flourishing. And he too decided at one point that he wanted to move to Florida. And then he got rid of the farm and sold it back to the Wright County Commission office again. Well, come find out that the gentleman that actually owned the farm still was not Rasnick. It was a gentleman by the name of Carlos. And so Carlos was also located in Florida. And I found out that he owns a used car dealership down there in Florida. Well, I moved away to the big city, and I decided to pursue other things. I wanted to be a veterinarian, so I learned all these animal tricks by working on the farm all those years, and I wanted to be a veterinarian. So I moved off to the big city, and I wanted to pursue other things. But now that I've made it, I drove by with my pickup truck here, and I parked in the old spot. But what's here now is not the original house. What's here now is just a log cabin. And I don't know if Carlos or Rasnick put that up, but it sits here. This light pole was not here either. So anyway, I tried to chase down Carlos, and the only thing I could reach him at was Carlos's motors place where he sold cars, and he was in the middle of shooting some commercial, and I couldn't get a word in edgewise. He just kept telling me that this and this and this, and come down and buy some cars from Florida. And I was like, no, I want to buy the farm. And come find out that he sold it back to the Wright County Commission officer as well. So one thing led to another. So I went over to the local town hall, and I ended up purchasing this farm back that my great-great-great-grandfather owned and started. And so unfortunately, I had to pay my entire life's inheritance, because when my father passed away, he left me $2 million. And as sad as I was to see him go, I thought, well, his one goal in life was to work this farm. So I purchased it. But unfortunately, it cost me almost my entire inheritance. So it cost me an entire $1 million first to pay back, to buy the loan or the farm back, which left me with, as you see, it was about $1,125,000, so $1.25 million. But my truck needed some shocks, and it needed a new paint job, and it needed some stuff, because I says, well, if I'm going to work my farm, I've got to get my truck up and running right, and I wanted to do it that way. Plus, what I did is I purchased the field across the way that normally doesn't come with the farm. Let me show you here. I'll get started up. See, she needed some new work on her, so I was able to take care of that. But let me go show you the field that I purchased as well. Get started here. I'm going to put this drone away, because I also bought a drone, but I'm going to put her away right now. She doesn't need to be out. It just wears down the battery anyways. So let me go show you over here this field that I bought. And after purchasing the field, it left me and fixing my truck and getting ready. Because like I said to everyone, if you're going to run a farm, you've got to have a good working truck. You have to. So we bought the original farm off, but unfortunately the Wright County Commission officer, they sold a lot of the buildings back. They just bought them back and they destroyed them, and they left this old car sitting here, and there's a lot of junk going around. But I purchased this field right here. It's a little over 12 acres, and the only thing they left for me was these 2 barns, and it was amazing that the original Jones Dairy sign was still up there. And so that's where I'm at now. I own the farm. I've still tried to contact Raznick several times, or Carlos, and I'm just getting empty phone calls. Raznick, I guess, from what I understand, owns a farm down in the Emerald Coast area of Florida, down in the Panhandle. And so he's busy doing his own thing, and he's unreachable. And that's fine. I just wanted to know how he was doing, and because he did well, from what I understand, from what my mom told me, is that he did really well. He had some greenhouses, and he had some nice tractors and things, and he was doing well on the farm. And I guess from what I understand is that there was a big storm that happened, and he survived it. They said it tore down some trees, it tore down some barns, and he survived, and he picked up all his pieces, and he got the farm going again. But what I also did with about $30,000 is I re-put up. I found this sitting in the back of the county commission town hall, their garage. Let me show you guys real quick. But you guys, like I said, my name is Charles, but you guys can call me Chaz or Chuck or whatever. I found the old Jones Dairy sign just sitting in there. Established 1842 is my great-great-grandfather. And I put this back up. I put this back up last night. My plane landed yesterday, and this is what I did when I with the remaining daylight that I had. I also found my broken down garbage cans that were sitting way back over there. I brought them back out, got some recyclables done. I put the old stop sign back up so that anybody who comes in and out of my house. I also put my mailbox back up, which was good. So what I'm planning on doing first, okay, is I want to get the farm back up and running with some animals first, because I think, and then I've got to figure out how to buy some tractors and that sort of thing. There also was not many see that now the suspension is still acting up on this truck, but I'm going to take a look at that in the garage. There's not many people that live in this county anymore. So the one thing that I noticed is the traffic is extremely light on it, but it may be the time of the day. I mean, it's 12:30, almost 12:30 in the afternoon, and I don't see much traffic. But we're going to head over here to the local John Deere shop here, and we're going to pick up an animal trailer. But see, I don't see anybody. It's almost like everybody moved away. It's been so many years since I've been down here. But we're going to head over here, and I want to pick up an animal trailer. I want to go buy some animals. I want to bring this farm back and to its prominence. So let's get her in here. Let's go right up to the front door. Park in the, not in the handicap, because I'm not handicapped. We're going to park right here. We're going to go on in and see Johnny that runs this. He's got some John Deere stuff in here, John Deere stuff. But let's see if we can buy ourselves an animal trailer. Let's see what we got here. Yep. There's one there that we can buy. He's got this automated system where you can just bring up the pictures and everything, and you just pick them. I like it. I like it a lot. So we're going to go ahead and purchase that. And then we're going to make our trip over to see Walter Jr. Over at the animal dealer. We're going to pick up some cows. But that's pretty much my story, and I wanted to let everybody know. As soon as I hear back, I left about 25 messages on Raznick's message machine. I left some on Carlos's, but he's so busy. Carlos is so busy selling the used car dealership now that he's not interested in doing anything anymore. I also invested in this automated system that allows me to hook up trailers and stuff from inside the truck. That was part of the deal that they gave me. So we're gonna purchase a few cows here. I don't know how much this trailer holds, but I'm gonna purchase a few cows and get started on that. But I don't see a lot of people. I wonder if they go to the other county. I wonder if they go to Tompkins County across the river and they're all working. I mean, then again, I see cars here. So do they all come home and go to lunch at the same time? Or what? I mean, I don't know any of these people, so I don't want to knock on doors and figure out what's going on. But it's just interesting to me that they're all parked there, but I don't see any cars on the road. So it makes me believe that they're, I mean, I'm not going to complain there's no traffic out here, but it just seems extremely strange to me. But this is the local farm dealership, the animal auction. Patterson owns it. Walter Patterson owns it. And he does pretty well from what I hear with the animals. He brings them in from another county, probably Tompkins County, knowing him. Brings them in here and he sells them at a discounted rate, but he also buys them at a discounted rate. So we're going to turn in right here. And when I got off the phone with him, he said, just drive around back. You'll see a little gray building with the light on and pull up to it. And that looks like the little gray building. Well, there's no light on it. But let me get out and see if there's somebody here. Wow, it looks like it's all boarded up and looks like nobody's been here. Let me go over to the main building real quick and see. Oh, there's a gentleman that just walked in I see somebody in the window. So let me go see what's going on here. Go in here. Okay. Oh, okay. Thanks. Well, the gentleman in there said that Walter's out to lunch. And so that's good. So I can't speak to him. But he said that everything over here is automated. So all you have to do is you pick how many animals you want from the little thing right here. As you said, there's like a computer thing in here. So we're going to go down here. And what I want to do is, yeah, let's go. And then he said to leave the money that you pay for it. Oh man, that's a lot of money to leave just on the steps here. That's $20,000 that I'm just leaving here, but I don't see anybody around, so I don't know. I guess it'll be okay. I mean, let's jump up in the back of this truck here. Yeah, they're all loaded, so I've got my... let me double check here, make sure that... Okay. All right, yeah, the money's sitting on the table over, or the steps over there, so I just wanted you guys to know that I'm not just driving off with these cows. All right. Well, thanks. Have a good day. He said to leave it there. Walter will get it when he gets back from lunch. So I said, okay. $20,000 sitting on that step over there. Hope someone doesn't just walk off with it. Then again, I've got the cows, so I guess it really doesn't matter. So we're going to head these girls back to the farm. And then we're going to head back down to the shed, or the store, and we're going to pick ourselves up a water. We got to get them some water and some food, and we'll get this going. But like I said, that's how I ended up here and back on the farm, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna bring this farm back to prominence that my ancestors, great-great-grandfathers wanted this farm to be, and that what my dad would. My dad, I think, would be proud of the fact that I bought it back. Mom, she's getting older now. She's in her late 70s, so she's definitely not wanting to worry about it anymore. But she definitely wants some pictures of the old farm, so I'm going to do that. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's that restaurant there is new. That was not there. That was field that was owned by Mr. Johnson, who owned that field right here. So that restaurant is new. This used to be it was always a John Deere shop, but it was never that extensive. You can see my buildings over in the corner. I'm super excited. But what I also did is Mr. Johnson, who owns this field, and he owns the one that we passed back there. I purchased a couple of sheds from him, and he brought them over. They're not in the ground or anything. They're just sitting on top of the ground. Over here, we're going to drive by one. The one that's straight ahead all the way at the end of this road is just sitting there. He said that he brought that over from his field and said, you can use it. You can do whatever you want with it. And I said, well, thank you. And then this one here. Now, this one here, he brought over this morning. But it looks like he's done some extensive work on it and got everything, the ground all tore up and ready to go. So I'm going to use that for possibly some kind of storage, whether I put some bales in it or whatever, I don't know. But I'm gonna get these girls dropped off and get a water trailer and come back. Actually, I was hoping that the county commission office, I had put in for an order for some pipes from them, and they said that it would be built by the time I arrived. Well, yesterday when I arrived, they weren't in yet. But today, and I don't know, I slept on the floor in that house. It was open, wasn't locked or anything. So I slept on that. I still have to get a bed. I still have to get some things around. But they said they were going to have piping put in for me because technology's come so far. So I may not need a water trailer if the piping is in. I haven't been over to the field to check it on. They took the big door off the top. Okay, so that's an issue. That one's going to need new doors up there. All right, we're going to drop these girls off right in here. Now, I removed the gates because I'll put them back up. Let's get this. Get all the way up in here. I normally would have backed in, but let's get them unloaded, and then we'll move them over. Okay. Let me see. Let me pull up here. Oh, you know what? It looks like they came through. The pipes were put in. Oh, that's awesome. Let me shut this off and see if I can get set up with my piping. Oh, yeah. Let's Let's put this right in here. I think I can change the color too. Oh yeah, we're gonna go. Let's go yellow. I don't understand why they. We're gonna go right there with that, and then we're gonna go. We're gonna. Whoops! You know what? I gotta move that on the other side because I'm gonna move that pipe down here. Let's just put that there. Let me get this nice and pushed up here. They just set them here, which is good, but there's water to them because I turned that spigot on and it works. And that's good. And then we're going to turn, let's see, watch, see? They moved, but their piping was hooked. See? They still work. Awesome. All right, so I've got a girl that's in the way here, so she's standing in the back of my truck. So I'm hoping when I pull this out of here that she moves. Well, she moved all right. And I'm not going to need any more animals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to park this over here. And then I'm going to call the commission and have them come pick this trailer up. Because I don't need it anymore. Not right now, I don't. So we're just going to leave this here. And then I'm going to unhook it. And then what I'm going to do is tell them, I'll call and leave a message on the phone to come and get it. And a little bit later tonight, I'm sure they'll come pick it up. All right, so I'm going to go back to the house. I'm going to grab some lunch. They've got some water right now. And that'll be, I'm going to get him a couple of bales of hay and get him some straw. Actually, no, I think we're not going to use the straw until winter. I think we'll just play it that way. I'm going to go over here and grab some lunch, though, and wrap this up. And we'll go right in here. I normally like to back in, but we're just going to get this in here. I'll show you guys the house. I ordered a bed. Hopefully it'll come. I put a couple little storage units on it already. The grass has to still grow here, but that's okay. Now these were just left here. I don't know if Raznik had them set up where this is where he barbecued and things. There are some remnants of some things around that he left. This big propane tank was here. And it looks like it's fairly new as far as put in. He had this, what looks to me like a silo shed of some sort, that he put in down here. And it, maybe he stored all his tools in here. I don't know. This was not here before. Let's see if it's locked. So I'm going to have to probably break that door open, see what's in there. My eagerness wants to see what it is. But I'm going to go ahead and take my lunch, probably take a quick nap, and then head over this afternoon and grab the girls some food. And then, but this is my humble abode. I did get my bed, which is good. I even have my ladder that was in the garage, and this was my dad's ladder, and it was still here. So I pulled it in here so that nobody would mess with it. And this is my house. That's it. That's all I own. I don't even have a shower. I only have a bathtub. So I installed a basic little, doesn't even cover the whole tub. I couldn't find any screws. I didn't have any screw gun. I didn't have nothing. So I installed this little shower thing halfway. Pretty funny. And then this is it. This is my house and my coffee pots. And I ordered a coffee mug from a guy by the name of Scooter's Workbench, and I'm hoping that I get it. I'm super excited to see if I get it. But I'm going to wrap this up here. I'm going to take my nap, and I'm going to go over and get some girls. I hope that you guys continue to join me. I like talking to everybody while I'm doing my work around the farm. It keeps me busy. But this is my vlog, and I hope everybody enjoys it. My one picture of my dad's tractor that he had, it was the only John Deere that he didn't own. And I kept a picture, and that was it. That's the big field out in the front that he kept with corn in it. That was him getting silage corn off of it. It's the only remaining picture also that I have of my dad working the fields. So that went right next to my bed. And, I hope my coffee mug comes in from Scooter's Workbench, and I hope everybody, just has a wonderful day. And I will, I've just got a couple of words to say to everybody as you leave, and I hope you enjoy the time that we spent together. Just look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and look out for your families. And most of all, just enjoy the day. And I hope to see you guys the next time. I enjoy having you as company. My name is Charles Jones. You can call me Chaz, or you can call me Chuck. Enjoy the day, guys, and I'll catch everybody on the flip side.